Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family, man. Shout out to the LFR family. Y'all are amazing, bruh. All right, people have been all over the internet talking about Eminem and Gen Z trying to cancel that man. I'm not about to show y'all any clips. I'm not about to show y'all any pictures or anything. I'm just talking. Why? Because we are moving into the podcasting field, and in order for us to do that, we got to be able to do that just by simply speaking and having a conversation with people, all right? I realized that it might be a little dry doing so, but I'm going to try to be as entertaining as possible while doing so. Now, back to the Eminem and Gen Z thing. The real question is Eminem still respected within the hip-hop community? The answer is hell yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is. But one thing y'all need to understand about the hip-hop community is that it changes every 5 to 10 years. Every 5 to 10 years, it changes. That's why nobody rap like hip hop, hip it to the hip hop, don't stop. And don't nobody rap like Biggie Smalls anymore. Don't nobody rap like Jay-Z anymore. Don't nobody rap like 50 anymore, Ja Rule anymore, T.I. anymore. Why? Because people move on. Every 5 to 10 years, hip-hop changes. Now, why did I say that? I said that because no matter how many disrespectful words come from Eminem while he's rapping, the same disrespect comes from all of these new rappers as well. So they can't use that excuse as to why they don't fool with Eminem. I think his following is a huge reason why a lot of these young people don't want him around anymore. Why? Because they believe that they can't eat anymore, which is completely ridiculous if you think about it, because everybody got their own lane. Look at all these mumble rappers. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't call them mumble rappers. I call them mumble rappers because you all relate to them as mumble rappers. They're just a new style of rap, and they're from different cultures. I mean, different cities where they have different styles. They have, we probably feel like, oh, well, we can barely understand them. That's why they're mumble rappers. Well, I guess that makes sense. That probably would call them mumble. That probably would make them mumble rapper. But Eminem put out one album a year, which does extremely well. He has a cult following, but this cult following is not tied into hip-hop culture. Why do I say that? His cult following is not tied into the hip-hop culture because they don't know a lot of the new artists that are coming out. They know a lot of the older artists. They can tell you some Tupac stuff. They can tell you some Naughty by Nature stuff. They can tell you some Jay-Z stuff probably. But for the most part, they are not very much in tune to what's going on out there in the hip-hop world. Now, if you go to any hip-hop radio station or podcast or something like that, Eminem's name is held in high regard as far as his lyricism, but not necessarily for his songs that are coming out, because even your favorite reaction channels who made waves and have grown crazy with crazy numbers by doing Eminem music are not driving listening to Eminem music unless they are of the Caucasian persuasion. And I know this because I'm not going to start snitching on anybody, but I just know this. But I actually listen to Eminem because I'm a huge fan of Eminem. I'm also a huge fan of other rap artists as well, even the younger ones. My son LFR JoJo, shout out to him, who have a ridiculously fast growing channel right now. He listens to a lot of what you will call mumble rappers. So, of course, with me having a son and wanting to relate to my son, I listen to some of this music that he's interested in. And I have to listen objectively. I can't listen like an old ass man, like, what is this shit that's coming from my speakers? They barely talking about nothing, man. They talking about this and that and this, that, and third. Now, I can't listen like that. That's not how you raise children. What you do is listen objectively. And what I find is these young artists are actually saying things. They are saying things. They actually have good wordplay. They're very intelligent, actually. Some hustlers, man. We wouldn't know their names if they weren't intelligent. Think about that. This isn't just an accident that we know their names. And I'm not going to name any of them because I'm not going to put myself out there. But I will say Young Thug being one of them. That youngin is so intelligent, extremely intelligent, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Every single move he makes, he knows exactly what he's doing. Why am I bringing up these people? I'm bringing up these people because we need to realize that Eminem, although amazing, although in our minds top 5 of all time, a lot of people that are watching this, he's probably your number 1 of all time. A lot of people who made those lists, who consider themselves the chiefs of making these lists and whatnot, they still are adding some of the new rappers in it, and some of the older rappers are falling off. And unfortunately, Eminem is not in some of those people's lists. He's in mine. Y'all already know where he lines up in mine. You already know. I got some of his albums right here. My number 1 is right behind me. Y'all see him. That's Biggie Smalls. Number 1. Why? Because he relates to my life a little more. That's it. That's the bottom line. Are you meaning to tell me that you pick out your artists based off of their abilities, or do you sometimes pick out artists based off of how much you relate to them? Well, a lot of people, especially a lot of people who help grow my channel, grow our channel, family, you guys relate to Eminem a lot more than you relate to Biggie Smalls. You relate to Eminem a lot more than you relate to Tupac, a lot more than you relate to Kendrick, a lot more than you relate to Jay-Z, a lot more than you relate to Tretch of Naughty by Nature, who is also one of Eminem's favorites, LL Cool J, who is also one of Eminem's favorites. But you relate to Eminem for your own reasons. And I'm not going to say it's because you're white, but because you're white has a lot to do with it as well. And as long as we're not lying to ourselves, we'll be all right. Seriously, because that's how conversation starts. But this Gen Z culture need to slow the hell down a little bit, because right now the world is their oyster. They need things to move faster. They need more 2-minute songs and less 4.5-minute songs. If you're going to kill us with a verse that your first verse was 2.5 minutes, they're like, we're ready to go over to the next song. They can't sit still. They cannot sit still, and they don't understand why so many people love Eminem the way we do. Just like we don't understand why so many people love 6ix9ine the way they do. They have their reasons, all right? So, Gen Z, back the fuck up, fall the fuck back, because Eminem has his purpose, and he is probably the biggest male artist on YouTube right now, and he's an old guy. So that should make y'all feel like sugar honey iced tea. All right. So that's all I got to say about that. I think Gen Z are just doing what they do. You know what I mean? They lack understanding. We need to school them. We need to let them know what's what. But y'all also need to stop and understand that music moves forward. And if Eminem needs to stop making music to try to prove himself, he should just make music simply because he's able to make music. Simple and plain. But that's all I got to say. I'm Van, LFRFamily. If you got any other questions, please put them in the comments below, or hit me on the Discord. If your question has more than 100 likes, we would definitely get to it immediately. Love y'all. You should consider joining the LFR Family Patreon, man. Unlimited rock, rap, country, whatever you want. And the Discord that's connected to it.